What's up, Cloud Gamers? Welcome to another episode of CGX Talk. So this is going to be a special one. As you guys know, we hit the 10K sub mark. So this is going to be just reflecting on the channel, talking to you guys who are in here, Chief and Monkey, just about your experience at CGX. I feel like this would be a good episode because it gives you guys a little insight on, just how this all came together and just teaches you more about the people that you guys watch that are creating content for you guys. So let's get right into this, man. How you doing, Chief? How you doing, Monkey?
I'm good, man. Thanks, you.
Good. Monkey, you?
All good, man. Ready to go for this. It's
Awesome.
been great.
Cool, man. Digging the haircut, man. I know it's in podcast, but I like it.
Thank you.
Cool. So the first thing I want to talk about is how was CGX started and how was it for you guys joining? So I'm just gonna bring Chief in first and Monkey will get into it, man.
We're going back to the origin story.
Sure.
But we've done this one.
Yeah.
It's
CGX talk, but yeah.
I thought I made the mistake of looking back at one of my first comparisons, and man, have we come a long way.
Yeah.
Although it's still been under 2 years, which is still unbelievable that we've managed to hit 10k subs in under 2 years. So I'm really excited for the future of cloud gaming. But yeah, me making some lowly comparisons of GeForce Now on Stadia and getting a random Discord message from Ace here saying, hey, do you want to make some awesome channel? Like, who are you? You're 8 hours time difference? I've never heard of you. What do you want? But yeah, we took the plunge. We merged channels. Well, Ace had the slightly bigger channel at his, I think, 230 subs versus my 75.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd see what we could make of it, and yeah, it's been an interesting year and a half.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I didn't think you would say yes, man. It always, when I look back, I'm just like, what the heck did he see to say yes to this? But I'm glad that you did. Again, you guys can see the awesome work that just came about him joining. So again, we definitely appreciate you on here, Chief. Let's get to Monkey, man. Monkey, how was it for you joining CGX, man?
Not quite a dream come true, but I was like very confused when I woke up one morning and I had a Twitter message from yourself, Ace. I was like, have I pissed this guy off in some way? Because I pissed off a few people recently with, calling out bullshit comments and things. I was like, no, that's Ace for Cloud Gaming Extreme. I love that channel, man. And then, the conversation went from there, and I was just like, even still to this day, I feel privileged to be working with you two guys, because as soon as I came across the channel, I thought, this is great. These guys go all in on everything. They ain't just solely focused on Stadia or GeForce Now or, Xbox and PlayStation channels, what they can be like as well. I was like, this is really good. And Chief's comparisons before I joined you guys was like, oh yeah, that's the best place to play that. I'm going to, let's check it out there. And, so sort of value-wise to the consumer, I would say, was what I sort of pinned you guys as first, and then the tech reviews and everything were amazing. And yeah, just as you say there, Chief, going back to the first videos you made, I was having a look at my own videos on my own channel not so long ago, and they were absolutely dreadful. So they were absolutely dreadful. So joining you guys and, bouncing off of you guys, taking all the knowledge in that you're willing to share has made me 1,000 times better than what I was at doing this. And for that reason, I really enjoy it. I really enjoyed it in the first place, but when you get better at something and you become more accustomed to the tools you're using, you start to push the boundaries a little bit more, and you start producing more quality content. And I have you two guys to thank for that. And still to this day, don't know what it was that made you message me, but I'm so thankful for it, because it's been the short period of time I've been here so far has been absolutely fantastic. So it has, really enjoying it, and long may it continue.
But yeah, man, the CGX has always been a passion. You know, like we talk about it here. We want to be kind of like the IGN for cloud gaming. And I love tech, and I love gaming. And I think that's something each person who like Chief, you into like comparison techie stuff. You do what you do, I do what I do, Monkey does what he does, but we make it work, and I like that. And CGX, man, is pretty cool what this has turned out to be. Really good stuff overall. So my next question for you guys is, what is your favorite cloud game platform in games so far since you've been covering it in CGX?
Just before we get into that, Ace, I think it's worth mentioning the two ridiculous cloud gaming bundles that we've got up for grabs right now. One of them's actually ending on the 17th, which is tomorrow, depending on when this goes out.
Okay.
Which is the NVIDIA Shield TV Pro, 2 free months of GeForce Now membership. That's the priority membership. A month of, actually, it's not a month. 20 hours free Boosteroid and a month free Shadow PC. Hop onto the Discord mega giveaways channel to get into that one. But the big one, our really big one, and this one, I can't believe the support that we got from GeForce Now, Shadow, maximum settings on this one, and Boosteroid. But our huge one, which is actually going to end on the 22nd of September, so you've got a bit of time for this one, but only 7 days, depending on when you're watching this.
Yeah.
So this is an NVIDIA Shield TV Pro, a GeForce Now mug, because why not? A Backbone 1 mobile controller, which is by far my favorite mobile phone controller of all time right now. I cannot use that thing enough. Yeah, mine's sat right next to me as well.
I was trying to find mine.
Doesn't go far.
Yeah.
2 months free GeForce Now membership, 20 hours free Boosteroid, but also a maximum settings 2080 Super, the T3 NVIDIA gaming PC with $100 credit, Cyberpunk 2077 PC, so you can make the most of those rigs. And we've also got 3 months Xbox Ultimate subscription and 3 months Stadia Pro. So that's by far our biggest cloud gaming giveaway to date. And that's mainly to say thank you to the community. We wouldn't have got 10k subs without all of your support. So really happy with that one.
Yeah, man. So how does this work? One person gets a chance to win all of that? Is that
So those two bundles are for one person. So there's going to be two lucky people with a ridiculous amount of cloud tech very soon.
That's crazy.
So yeah, link in the description below for our Discord. Just hop in and react to get entered.
Good luck, guys. Good luck. Again, shout outs to all the people who helped us get all this stuff together, and shout outs to you guys, the viewers, for sticking with us in this journey. Really appreciate it. But yeah, this is a way for us to give back to you guys. So back to favorite cloud game platform and games that you guys have covered since you've been at CGX. Monkey, let's get to you in this.
So mine's has changed recently over the last few weeks. It was probably, if you'd asked me this a month ago, it would have been GeForce Now. And I mean, I think anyone can argue with that. Really, it works the best for me. It has loads of games that I like to play. Can pick up, discounted games on Steam, Epic, play via GeForce Now, fine. But in the last 4 to 6 weeks, Shadow has overtook it, man. And I never thought I would say that because of all the rigmarole that Shadows went through recently. It was touch and go for a long while. But that, man, it is so smooth for me. So it is. It's so smooth. And, I've got Game Pass. So I can play Game Pass PC games on Shadow. I can, my Steam library, my Epic library. And then there's the ability to do VR through Shadow as well, which is, that's been a work in progress for us over. It's just, right now, I am absolutely loving Shadow. It's providing me with anything and everything that any other cloud service can't give me right now in terms of games and the added value of the VR too. It's I'm amazed by it. It's so smooth. I can understand why you used to, and you still do to this day, rave about how good Shadow is. And I was like, it can't be that good, you know. It's a virtual PC. You know, how good can you be? But oh my god, it is so smooth. It never misses a beat. I've had like 2 instances of laggy connections in the time that I've had it so far. Yeah, I get my $30 worth every month, so I am getting the full use of that, and that's what I love as well. You're not time limited on Shadow.
Right.
You pay $30, you can use that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
For anything.
Yeah. So I always look at Shadow as like the bridge that connects all of cloud gaming, right? So if GeForce Now doesn't have a game, you can download it, you know, play it on Shadow. You can use Google Stadia Luna on Shadow, for instance, when, you know, Luna was not supported on all of the Android devices. You can put it on Shadow and like use it on pretty much any Android device. So yeah, man, Shadow's dope. So it's interesting because you're just coming into it now. Can you imagine when the price was $10, you know, a month, and you had options to get, you know, 2080 rigs for $24? You know, like that was like people were complaining then. You know, now you're getting $30 for 1080 rig and you enjoying it. But yeah, man, it's great. People undervalued it, man, and it's still a great platform today for that price, you know. So
no, it absolutely is. I still don't believe it was that cheap. Like looking at what it is now,
it was a mistake, a big
mistake. And how much it costs for other virtual PCs. Like look at Maximum Settings; they have one of the best, and you cannot subscribe to that. It's pay per hour, and it's pay per hour because they hadn't fallen into the same trap that Shadow fell into when they first, you know, hit the scene. Because Maximum Settings is as good quality wise. It's better quality wise because the PC you get in Tier 3, the 2080 rig, is tremendous. You know, RTX, DLSS, etc. all run if they're in the games. You don't get that with Shadow, but it's ease of use. We always come back to ease of use with cloud gaming.
Right.
Shadow is so easy to use. I love switching between my PC, then the tablet, and I can pop up on the phone as well. And at some point, I'll be able to pop up on the TV when my Nvidia Shield arrives. So
yeah,
I can't complain about that, man. It's so good.
It's really good. Shadow is, you know, everywhere too. That's the other benefit of it. You know, iOS, Android TV. I mean, they have the app pretty much everywhere, so you can pretty much play it
worldwide as well.
Worldwide,
being the other one being having Europe, US data centers. And I know they've still not got the full reach of some of the other platforms, but definitely the widest virtual PC reach beyond AWS, which is just ridiculously expensive.
True. How about you, Chief? What's been your favorite cloud game platform in games?
I'm not falling into this trap. To be honest, I don't have a favorite because no one's perfect and they all fit different needs for me. So I'm going to say kind of what my favorite game is per platform, because although Shadow is great, the space is not. I can never have more than 2 or 3 games installed on Shadow, so it's what I'm playing at the time on Shadow is great, but then when I want to change, I have to go and uninstall things and shift stuff around. But anyway, a video coming soon that I'm surprised at a very new game that's actually running quite well on Shadow. So even though Shadow's a 1080, it outperforms itself, I feel, a lot of the time. So it does deserve the credit there. So GTA 5 is actually my favorite game to play on Shadow. It's kind of permanently installed because when I do want to dive into it just for a laugh or do a couple of missions, I can just pick it up and play, as you say, like on mobile or on my PC or Mac. And you can't play it anywhere else. So it's great to just be able to do that on Shadow. GeForce Now is always Control. I always end up just picking up Control and trying to get through a bit more of that story, just because the RTX and quality on GeForce Now for that game is just stunning. Stadia, again, I dived into it again recently. My all-time favorite still is The Division 2. I think that's probably one of the best games on Stadia. Today, I've got a ridiculous amount of hours in there, not as many as some. I think it's only around 50 or 60 hours, but that's a lot for me to be able to focus on any one game. And just diving in and getting that stream connect and getting a couple of squad mates up and piling through some of the story and the big missions there on Heroic is just an absolute blast. And then maximum settings has always been Cyberpunk. I always end up going back and just having a blast on there. Again, the 2080, especially with Cyberpunk, you want that quality for the RTX. So I play at 1440 a lot of the time because that's my monitor size and I don't like putting the res down. So I do push a lot of these services to their limits, and if not a bit more, which is adept for our Cloud Gaming Extreme channel. So yeah, I think it depends on the game. It depends what you're doing at the time to what service that I have to pick up on. So favorites is not really a thing for me in the cloud. It's what's good for me at the time.
Fair enough. I would say my favorite is well, if you ask which one I put the most hours in, I would have to say it's Google Stadia. I bounce around with GeForce Now, Xbox Cloud Gaming, but I feel like when I really want to get into a game, I end up doing it on Google Stadia because I guess I have like Google TVs all over my house. I have it's more accessible to me because I'm just suited up for Stadia. So if a game comes on Stadia, GeForce Now, and then the 4K, I feel like the 4K gets me. Again, I'm all about like the best quality, right? So if a game is in GFN and Google Stadia, I end up playing in Stadia because of that 4K resolution. Again, all my TVs, all 4K. Some people might make the argument it's not true native 4K, but it looks good enough. Game-wise, as you guys know, the game that I've put the most hours in is NBA 2K. Kind of bummed out that 2K22 is not on Stadia. Actually thinking about using Shadow to play it, but I'm just discovering that 2K22 on PC is the last gen, it's not the next gen. So I think I might just skip 2K this year, which is kind of a bummer. And let's talk about the future of CGX. Earlier we talked about the VR channel coming, and then we also have an XS channel. We brought in a guy, Nimbus, who's going to be streaming on there. Just want to ask you guys, what do you see the future of this platform being? Chief, we'll start with you because I know you got to get going. What do you see the future of CGX being, and how excited are you for it?
I just can't wait to see how much we can grow this. I love being able to compare all the tech and the quality, right? Everybody keeps boasting about how Stadia could do 8K, or GeForce Now is going to get the 30 rigs, 30X cards coming soon. We know we've got like 3080 Ti's and stuff hitting the streets now. So maximum settings are going to be coming to Europe, Boosteroid are coming to the US. So there's just so much happening in the world of cloud.
Right.
And I just want to make sure that we can stay true to our roots, which is trying all these platforms and giving the best knowledge of our experiences at the time so people can make the decision of where they want to play.
True.
As we know, there's no number one platform. It's a number one platform for you, for your circumstance, for your internet, for your setup at that time. But ISPs change. We've got Starlink coming in, we've got 5G coming in. How is that going to change people's connections? How is that going to change the cloud gaming landscape? We've seen the rise and fall of some cloud services, so it'll be very interesting to see what comes next. How is Xbox Cloud going to penetrate the market of Stadia and GeForce Now? Is GeForce Now going to go above 1080? There's so much cool stuff, and as you said, we started the CGX VR channel to start covering the VR world of how to stream cloud games from in VR, and already we're seeing fantastic results from that.
Yeah.
So the growth of VR just over the last 2 years has been phenomenal, just like the growth of cloud gaming. We went from pretty much only Stadia and GeForce Now to Stadia, GeForce Now, Xbox Cloud, maximum settings, Shadow, Boosteroid, Vortex Cloud Gaming. It just keeps growing and growing. So I'm really excited to see
Netflix possibly. But
so there's just so much coming, and I can't wait to just keep covering it all, and hopefully the community can pick what's best for them.
True. Thank you, Chief. I know you got to get going, so feel free to exit, but appreciate you and your input, man. Sure.
Love it. Thanks, everyone. Take care.
All right. Speak soon, Chief, man.
So, Monkey, how about you? What do you see the future of CGX being, and how excited are you for it?
Yeah, so Chief pretty much covered everything there, to be honest. I am most excited about VR right now because, you got us on the subject, and I was like, man, last time I checked out VR, it was cool. The innovation is great, but the quality was really poor. The last time I took any interest in VR of any kind, and the quality wasn't there for me. I thought, damn, it's a lot of money for not so great games, But man, you mentioned it recently. I jumps in and I starts looking, and I'm like, Quest 2, bye. Let's get. I need this device, man. And now from there, it's been let's see what we can do with this. And the thing is, as well, the Quest 2 is a great device on its own. For anyone that doesn't know, you don't need a PC or anything to play VR on a Quest 2. So, but it has the features of hooking up to a PC. I'm like, right, well, let's try and get this hooked up to some of our virtual PCs. Let's see what we can do. And I'm excited about that, man, because the quality of games and, figuring everything out is great. And as is in our name, Extreme, we want to show you how to do these things. We'll put in the blood, sweat, and tears. And hopefully it pays off for everyone else. Going forward with the channel, I think if we keep doing what we do, I think the sky's the limit, especially with the growth. And thank you everyone for the support and that growth, by the way. I know I haven't been here as long as Chief and Ace, but the support the channel gets is tremendous. And I think as well, for me going forward, I want to up the production quality, of the videos as such. Hopefully have a nice studio like you very soon. In some way, there's always something that could be improved. As you guys know, I'm looking for a new PC for video editing and things just now. That's sort of difficult. But the channel, man, it's just... the sky's the limit, really, man. I know I joke about this with you guys, and I say it to a few people that I work with and friends and that. I'm like, this time next year, I'll be in Miami, Florida, in a lovely studio. I'll be visiting the beach at lunchtime for a pina colada. But,
big dreams.
And if we don't have those dreams as such a goal to work towards, then... you'll sort of regress or just stand still. So it's good to push forward. And Chief mentioned Starlink there. That's something I really want to get my hands on. Let's just see, how good this is, exactly where it can access, because I'm a wee bit skeptical. And I live in Scotland. There is a lot of inaccessible places that I would love to put that to the test to. And I ain't talking like in the field across the highway, as you would say, motorway here in Scotland, which isn't far from me. I am taking a boat to an island and climbing a hill. I'm going to pull out my phone. I'm going to hook up to Starlink, and let's see what you can do, man. That's awesome. That's the sort of things that I want to do going forward, hopefully. Just push those boundaries, man. Let's see what we can do. I ain't humping a PS5 or an Xbox Series X up a hill, but I can take my phone
Yeah.
and play AAA games on there. So why
Sure.
not? Why not try it?
True, that's something I love about this channel. The extreme, we really try to push things to the extreme, and man, that Starlink is something that we're eyeing. You know, we talk about a lot in the Discord, and the possibilities and potential of that. I mean, that when it comes to like cloud gaming, that embodies like, I feel what cloud gaming really should be, right? Being accessible for people who can't access it, right? People who are struggling to get, you know, high tech to play games, or internet being an issue factor. If Starlink can meet that need, man, let's test it out. Let's see what it can do. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing on this channel regardless. It's just a matter of when. But we're eyeing that really bad. But overall, I would say we are very ambitious here, man. We have a lot of goals. As you guys know, we just launched, well, we didn't launch, we had the access channel, which we really want to stream on it, but as you guys know, having 3 people on the extreme channel and trying to cover all of cloud gaming, our hands gets pretty tight. So we want to stream more, and we just haven't had the time to do so. So we brought someone in to focus on streaming. So you're gonna see Nimbus stream on the access channel. He's already started, so go show that channel support. And then we're gonna put gameplay videos on this fall, because again, there's so many games we want to cover, but the way YouTube works, you can't have multiple videos in a day. So the access channel kind of is a channel for extra footage, if you want to call it that, and streaming. But like Monkey was saying, the VR channel right now has us really excited. As you can see right up there, I've been playing around with mine. Monkey has his, Chief has his Oculus Quest 2, and we're just digging in, again, trying to figure out cloud gaming on that device so we can show you guys how to do it, so you guys not pulling your hair out like we did. That's why I'm bald right now. But no, overall, man, just big plans. And a big one that we're discussing here is getting into hardware. Not gonna go too much into that, but again, future goals, man, very ambitious. You know, we want to keep pushing the envelope. We want to keep just bringing cloud gaming coverage to you guys, and like Chief was saying, we want to provide everything for you guys so you guys can decide which works best for you. So we'll continue to do that. That's our goal, and we appreciate you guys for the 10K support. Let us know how we can continue to just push the envelope and help you guys out with cloud gaming overall. Leave comments, get on Discord, hit us up. We're all down for all of that. All right, Monkey, is there anything else you want to add to this video?
Yeah, no, you just sort of said what I would have said there. You know, yeah, we've reached 10K. It's a fantastic milestone, but it doesn't stop now. I said in our personal chat the other day, reaching that milestone has, you know, it's not relit the fire, because the fire was well and truly burning, but I've just added a whole lot of gasoline to that now, and I'm like, well, right, what can we do now? Because we've reached 10K. How do we keep the viewership? How do we keep the guys that supported us, you know, and driving forward and doing more? Because it might just seem like 3 guys are, you know, making YouTube videos, but as you say, the ambitions are huge. This is a legitimate business for us.
Yeah.
I should add as well, by the way, all 3 of us, and you know, in addition to making, you know, all these videos across 3 YouTube channels now, we all have our own personal jobs as well.
Yep.
You know, so and you, Chief, have family and kids as well. Personally, I don't. But so absolute credit to you guys for working all of that in, you know, along with three YouTube channels. Basically, it's just tremendous work. I just, you know, take the time once again to say thank you to both you and Chief. and to everyone that supported me, you know, your regular members in the beginning, just sort of, you know, took me on board like, hey, here's a new guy. And now it's like, I feel like I've been here forever.
You definitely saw a part, and yeah, man, one of the best decisions CGX made. So good to have you on board as always, Monkey. But yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you guys though. Let us know in the comments, man, how can we continue to push this? We're not stopping, we're actually just getting started. All right, fellas, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.